Hey Canucks fans, I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Clay's Canucks commentary live, post-game live stream for Monday, March the 1st, on a night where the Vancouver Canucks actually won for the first time since February 17th. My friends, we are going to be talking about a Canucks win tonight. I've been waiting for this night for 2 months. Not 2 months, it feels like it. For 2 weeks. And finally, we are here. We can talk about a Canucks win. So let me riff for about 5 minutes, and then I will turn it over to you. So thanks for waiting for me. First off, shout out to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Just Incredible, nucksfan number 29, and my newest Hall of Fame member, Lucas Gates. I know he's here. I saw him in the chat already. Thank you to all of you for your support. And thanks to my members of all levels, all 3 levels, All-Star, Franchise, and Hall of Fame. You're all listed in the video description. If you want to become a member of this channel, all you gotta do is press the join button underneath any of my videos, or you can go to the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Right away, no matter where you are, whether you're in my neighborhood of Steveston, in Richmond, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. I appreciate you waiting for me, and I appreciate you being here so we can talk about this Canucks win. You guys know that I don't take you for granted, and you guys know that I know that you could be doing anything else and watching anyone else, i.e., other people that I don't have to name anymore because I've talked about it ad nauseum for the past couple of weeks. Smaller crowd right now, but I anticipate that number will grow as the stream goes on, and especially when a certain other person finishes his stream in about half an hour. But I'm thrilled that you guys are here. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, like this video. Like the fact that we are talking about a Canucks win. Like the fact that the Canucks won. So like the fact for those two, like the video for those 2 reasons. A, the Canucks won, and B, that B, that we can be here talking about the Canucks. That's fine. That's fine. And then the other thing is, it's funny. Usually I say when the Canucks lose, which has been a lot, I say like this video not because the Canucks lost, but because we can talk about the Canucks losing. Well, tonight should be a double whammy. The Canucks won, and we're here to talk about it. And Gmod, I saw your thing. No worry, you can return as a member whenever you can. Do what you got to do. I wasn't sure, Gmod, if that was a permanent change, which I would respect, or if that was just for temporary. So I had to take your name off the list because I want to keep those up to date. But I'll add you as soon as I see you come back on. But thank you, Gmod. I appreciate that. Okay, I got 2 minutes to ref. Here we go. I do my post-game live streams. I do 8 to 10 minutes, and I talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and here's one other thing. So here's my 2-minute version of that. What I liked, Thatcher Demko, 27 saves, looked great. What I like, Canucks power play, but the second power play unit, they were better than the first one. The first one couldn't even get in the zone. What I liked, penalty kill and discipline. Winnipeg Canucks only took 1 penalty, and the Canucks killed that off. What I liked, Patrice, 2 points, Schmidt, 2 points. What I liked the fact that the ice time was spread out well. 10 minutes and up for every single forward, then 15 minutes and up for every single D-man. Makes sense. The Canucks were up. Roll 4 lines, roll 3 D pairings, rest people because you know that we're going to play this team again tomorrow. They're going to come out a lot better tomorrow, I think. And the fact that there wasn't a lot of special teams, right? Not a lot of power play, not a lot of penalty kill, means you can roll those 4 lines, means you can roll those 3 D pairings. So that's why tonight, the actual the minutes were kind of spread out, which is really, really good. Okay. I liked a lot of things about the Canucks game for sure. By the way, we're up to 50 viewers. We're inching our way. We're halfway to 100, which is just an artificial milestone that I made up. But we only had 23 likes, so let's get those likes close to the viewers. I always like to see that. What I didn't like, okay, the only things I didn't like the fact that I didn't like our first power play unit. Didn't look that sharp, but it's okay. We won the game. I didn't like the fact that we kind of caved in the 3rd period, but I did like the fact that we didn't let any goals in. And then the other thing I didn't like, and I'm an idiot, you guys, I'm an idiot. In my fantasy team, I sat Demko in favor of Hellebuyck. Yes, I have both those goalies among my team. But I don't think you can blame me the way that Hellebuyck's been playing, the way that Demko and the Canucks have been playing as well. But I will gladly forego those 5 points in my fantasy league for the fact that we got the win and the shutout. One other thing, Calgary's falling, whatever verb you want to use. So I think the Canucks can catch Calgary. but do the Canucks have enough time and gumption to catch another team in the playoff race, i.e. Montreal? Okay, so there we go. 5 minutes. That's my buzzer. I will start to answer your questions now. And yes, as Mel says, hit that like. Thanks everyone for being here. And by the way, thanks in advance to all the mods that are in here. I appreciate you. And by the way, Hall of Fame members, Justin, I didn't get a chance to see you yesterday in the members only live stream. Hall of Fame members, I'll be reaching out to you over the next couple of days to set up our personal chats for this weekend, whether it's a 30-minute Zoom, 30-minute video call, or a good old-fashioned telephone. All right, let's go. Chris, got to give credit to Demko. Yeah, oh, by the way, questions only. Remember, and if I finish all the questions, then I'll start reading all the comments. But just so I don't go crazy and you don't go crazy, as you guys know, I answered I forgot. I haven't said that in the past couple of weeks, and I think some people didn't know because I took for granted that they did know. So I do questions first, and then if I run out of questions to answer, then I go back to all the comments. So let's go with questions. AJ, think we'll see an actual Michigan goal or try from Hoglander soon? We saw that in the second period. The puck bounced on him, but he had the time and space. I'm surprised that teams don't scout that better, or maybe they won't scout it until he actually does it. But yes, he was thinking about it, but the puck rolled off his stick. Great point, AJ. Chris said, let's get 100 likes. Thank you, Chris. It's tough to get 100 likes, though, if we don't even have 100 people. Lucas, Calgary's burning out. Nice pun. Very good. Fango, hey, Clay, thoughts on Schmidt's game tonight? I thought he was excellent. Active, +2, 2 points, 19 minutes of ice time. He can play on the power play. He can kill penalties. I think Nate Schmidt is slowly rounding into the guy we wanted him to be when we signed him. I know a lot of people were kind of scared or disappointed with his start to the season. Oh, Jim Benning's here right from the very start. Tayeb, will you always be a Canucks fan for your entire life? I think so, Tayeb. So far, so good. I'm at the 46-year mark, and I've been a fan for all 46 years of my life. For those of you guys that know me, you know my story. You know that I've been a fan since birth, basically. Eddie, will you always remain humble? Well, thank you, Eddie. I'm not sure if humble or humility are the first words that come to people's mind when they talk about me. I think I can be humble, but I'm also very confident in my abilities. But that doesn't mean I can't be humble. Humility, actually. Humility, I heard this great saying. It's not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. Isn't that beautiful? It's not thinking less of yourself, but it's thinking about yourself less. So I certainly, you guys know, I have a pretty good ego, self-esteem. I don't think less of myself, but maybe if I continue to put others' needs first, that's a good definition of humility. Whoa, got a little philosophical there. Give me a like if you like me getting philosophical. No, don't, because if you don't like it, you're going to give me a dislike. So forget I said anything. All right, here we go. Noah Gaudette had a great game today. He was noticeable. He was good on this, Oh, I didn't even know he had 2 assists. That's the quietest 2 assists I've ever seen. I didn't even know he had 2 assists. Good for him. No, he had a great game. Will Demko start Tuesday back-to-back? Rob, I think they will. If he's not tired and the fact that they're not traveling anywhere, I think if he gets proper treatment tonight and tomorrow, I think he could start back-to-back because you want to capitalize on any type of momentum that you have. I think they'll play Demko. Steamer, do you think they'll make the playoffs? I don't. Sadly, I think the hole is too big, but to climb out from or to catch up from. But at least we're talking about a Canucks win. You guys know that I picked the Canucks to finish 3rd at the start of the season, and I think that was a little bit optimistic. Justin, do you hear Lucic calling out his Flames teammates' effort after losing to Ottawa? I think they're on the downfall. No, I did not hear that, Justin Credible. I'll have to look that up. Fangirl, if you had a choice between a Prime, Kessler, or Naslund, who would you pick? You can only pick one. Oh, gosh. If you're talking about... no, I think I take Kessler because he's got almost the same offensive ability as Naslund. Almost. And he's got a better defensive play, and he's a center, and you can't beat that. So Prime Naslund is very good. Don't get me wrong. He's got his name up in the rafters. But I have a feeling I would take Prime Kessler, to be honest with you. Noah, how are you, Clay? I'm great, Noah. Thank you for asking. I hope you are well as well. Jim, I will read your comment if you pose it as a question and if it's relatively mature. I'm not saying it's not mature, but I will read your comment if it's a question and if it's worth reading. I'll put it that way. Gmod, what do you think of Holtby delivering the game puck to Demko? Nice touch. I did not see that. I was too busy running in here to record my post-game live stream, my post-game recap. But if that's the case, that's a good veteran move. That's not Demko's for shutout, though, is it? No. Is it? Was that Demko's for shutout? That's crazy. Someone put in the chat real quick if that's Demko's first shutout, and then I'll skip back to because Because why would you give him a puck if it wasn't his first shutout? It was. Wow. I should know that kind of stuff. Good for Demko. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you for that. Jim says not too much love coming away. Mel's, do you think this is a one-off thing like last time they won in Winnipeg, or do you think they have a chance to go on a streak? Mel's, I think they have a chance to go on the streak. I'm not saying that they're going to, but they played very well tonight. They finally got 3 days of a 3-day gap, their first 3-day gap of the season. I've been talking about that a lot on my channel. So yeah, they have the potential to go on a run. I'm not saying they will, but I don't think there's a one-off. They look too good today to be a one-off. Did you hear about Todd Bertuzzi? Yes, Noah. He was arrested for DWI, drinking or DUI, drinking under intoxication, not drinking with intoxication, drinking under intoxication, arrested in Michigan over the weekend. It's too bad. Eddie says, love you, bro. Thank you. Usually I read questions only, but I forgot. I read questions and affirmations and compliments. Thank you, Eddie. Love you too, brother. West Films, do you think we should play Juolevi over Ben? I like Juolevi. I think Ben's been okay. He hasn't been amazing. I think Ben's been okay. But if you're Travis Green and you're trying to win, you got to put yourself in Travis Green's shoes. And he's probably going to lean towards Ben over Juolevi. Ben's on his last year of his contract. He knows that whether it's Green or someone else, they're going to have lots of years of Juolevi. If you want to win now, whether you agree or disagree, I think that's Travis Green's thinking. Duffman, hey Clay, great game. Jets fans were being salty last couple games. Yeah, we'll see. Harsinder, all right. Sassergal, I have an update news regarding the Virtanen for Heinen trade. Okay, remember, Harsinder is our scout in a junior league. Apparently the deal got nixed because Anaheim wanted to take a contract. His guess is Harluck, so long as we took Grant. I did not know about Grant. Tell me about Grant. I'll have to look him up. So it would be a 2 for 2 as opposed to a 1 for 1. Thank you, Harsinder. That's very interesting. I appreciate you being in here. That's awesome. Chris, what do you think about the change back to the Lotto line changing back? I think they produced well. Just played a great attack for the first few. Yeah, I think the Lotto line was fine. They're good. They made good plays. I actually didn't think he should have changed it. Maybe it was more of a wake-up call for Miller or a chance to reward Hoglander a couple of games ago or last game. But no, I like the Lotto line as it is in place. I thought they're great. Reaction Club saying on the radio they were talking about maybe Demko being overplayed. We will see. Peter Hughes, the first shutout, Canucks' first shutout of the season. That would make sense if it's Demko's first career shutout because I certainly know Holtby hasn't got a shutout yet. Tayeb, if the Canucks win tomorrow and Ottawa wins tomorrow, we will be 1 point behind Montreal. Do you think we can do it? Yeah. I think we can do it? We have the ability to do it. I don't know if we will though because there's still a lot of season to be played. But that's a good thing, right? As the difference, the discrepancy in games played starts to shrink, I think that's a good thing for the Canucks, but they got to keep winning. Reaction Club, what do you think of us scoring 3 times in the first 5 shots? I think it's great. I think it was awesome. I was watching with my sons, Sean and Jacob. We were jumping around and screaming and high-fiving each other appropriately. Lucas, funny fact, Clay. Okay, Lucas is my stats guy and historian. First shutout win for the Canucks against the Jets since the team moved from Atlanta when they were still the Thrashers. Last time, Kluche, 8-0 win. Wow, 18 years ago. 18 years ago. Lucas, thanks for that. By the way, I've actually seen a game in Atlanta. It was Washington against Atlanta. It was Ovechkin's rookie year. So that was 2004, 2005. And I watched a game in the Atlanta arena. I was there for a youth conference. Chris, do you think Virtanen and Sutter are proving their roles to stay on the team? They're noticeable tonight. Yeah, Sutter doesn't have to prove anything. It's just more of whether we're going to trade him or before his contract runs out. Virtanen's the more interesting one. But yeah, I thought both of them had solid games. Virtanen, 14 minutes of ice. Sutter, an assist, and also 14 minutes of ice. So I thought they were fine. I thought they were good. It's tough to say if that moves the needle in any sort, though. Either way, meaning the Canucks want to keep them more or they have a better chance of moving them. Jimbo and Dumbo. Yes, Chris, Sutter did express he wanted to stay on the team. Got it. And Sutter, the first assist. Thank you. Everyone's saying yes, it was his first career shutout. Thank you. I should know that. Thanks to everyone for that. Demko's first shutout was actually Game 6 in the Vegas series. Very good, Peter Hughes. But I guess, not obviously, I didn't mean it that way. For record keeping, they're talking about regular season shutouts because usually when you do stats, it's regular season. But that's good. That's a great point. Yes, now people are realizing indeed that he got a shutout in the playoffs first. Shafin says Garrett's first and only shutout was the Canucks was 18 years ago. No, that's horrible math. 28 years ago tomorrow. Very good. Oh yeah, Shafin, drinking under the influence. I knew I got the drinking and the under. I mean, driving. Why'd be drinking under the influence? Wouldn't it be driving? Anyways, I'll look that up later. No problem. If Holtby was in the net, do you think we would still get the win tonight? Tough to say. It's very hard to speculate, right? Would Holtby play all those pucks the same way Demko did? It's tough to say. I think the Canucks played well enough, though, where I think Holtby would have got that win. I don't think he makes a 4-goal difference, right? I don't know. Michael, hello. Jeff, hello. Okay, so obviously, thank God I've never been charged with a DUI. Driving. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what I said anymore. So I will look up DUI right now, and then we'll get the definitive answer. DUI, meaning. Here we go. Yes, you guys are right. Driving under the influence. What did I say? Drinking under intoxication? Yes, maybe I should go back to drinking more water. Thank you. Driving under the influence. Hopefully I will never have to worry about that myself. Driving under the influence. Driving under the influence. Okay. I got it. No worries, Michael. You just come here when you can. Coach Rob, driving under the influence can either be drugs or booze. That's true. Not just very good. Jeff says Habs and Flames are very catchable. Yeah, it's amazing what a win does for the psyche. Exactly. Was Demko the best Canuck tonight? Fangirl, I think he was the most noticeable for sure. And because he gets the shutout, I would say, yeah, he's the first star. He was the best Canuck. But I also think that guys like Pettersson played well. I thought Schmidt played well. Yeah, I thought many guys played well. Dexter, teams are hesitant to trade for Virtanen because of how much he gets paid next season. Yeah, his cap hit and his cap hit's the same, 2.5 or whatever it is, but it's the cash. 1.7 this year, 3.7 next year. So that's a big difference. That is a big difference. Lucas says, thanks for these live streams. As always, you're most welcome. What are your thoughts on tonight's win versus the Jets? Complete, solid team game. Are you concerned Hughes hasn't gotten points in a while? No. I would much rather have Hughes not get points and the Canucks win than Hughes get points and the Canucks lose. Yeah, but he'll get his points. As soon as the power play gets going, he'll get his points. Lucas says the Thrashers arena is only basketball now. Interesting. Jastran, did I miss anything? I'm here. Well, welcome. Depends what you call anything. We've had a good chat to start the night, and we're all happy that the Canucks won. Riley, Clay, do you think that the season is done yet? No, I don't. If we put a couple more of these efforts together, it might be too little too late, but at least it'll keep us interested. Gmod, Clay, what is your most memorable game in Vancouver Home Arena? Did you watch any Olympic Games, World Juniors? No. So I went to some Olympic Games, never involving Canada, though. I haven't gone to World Juniors. So I'd say my most memorable game in Vancouver would be the night that Vancouver beat Chicago in Game 7 of the first round. Alex Burrows slaying the Dragon. My second most memorable night would be the stanchion goal that put us into the Stanley Cup Finals. My third most memorable night will be probably the Sedin's final game, because before that game, I've told the story before, my son Sean and I, we got to go down the tunnel and we were fist bumping all the players as they came out of the tunnel out to the rink, which was really, really cool. So we got to fist bump Henrik and Daniel in their last game as Canucks. And my fourth most memorable was the Sedin retirement ceremony. So those are my four most memorable home games, I think. Oh yeah, my math is really bad. Did I say 28 years ago? That's bad. I meant to say 38 years ago. All right, what are the questions we have? Jastrin, I know Demko will barely get us in the playoffs. I have faith. Thoughts? I like Demko a lot. You guys know that. That's why I have him on my fantasy team, even though I didn't dress him. But we'll see. We'll see. I have faith as well too, but not just in the Canucks overall. But it's still a tough hole. It's still a tough hole. Inferno Clay, thoughts on Hamonick's game? You guys know, I think this is game number 7. I like Travis Hamonick. He plays a steady safe game. Now, he wasn't that safe in his first few games when he was making like weird checks and weird attempts to poke check or to pinch. But I've liked having 2 games since he's been back. I like him a lot, and I think he'll be a good value for 1 point whatever we're paying him. Jamie asks, was there... Oh, by the way, all you guys that have been members for a full month now, you guys have seen now that your badge has changed to my caricature, for better or for worse. So anyone who's been a member a month or less is like Chris Seyfried. He's got the CCC still, but anyone who's been there since the very start for over a month now has my caricature as the badge. I just noticed. That's pretty cool. Was there a lot of tough saves that Demko made? There are a few, not like dozens, but maybe there are 4 or 5 that were really good saves, shutout saving saves. Chong, hey Clay, do you think we got lucky bounces and timely goaltending for once? Thoughts on the lineup changes, and would you keep everything the same tomorrow? So, yeah, that one lucky bounce was off. The first goal was off the Winnipeg player. 2 good deflections, though. I heard a buzz. Something happened. Sean Curry just subscribed. Awesome, Sean. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Usually the sub notifications don't work during these streams, so that's pretty cool. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. Good name, too. It's my middle name, and therefore my son's first name. Okay, back to your question, Chonger. Oh, by the way, Chonger, are you who I think you are on Twitter? Let me know if your first initial starts with a D. We got good goaltending for sure, and no, I wouldn't make any changes. I'd go with the same lineup. Why not? How do they fix the power play? Why was it so bad? Shafin, they just got today they couldn't even get in the zone, but overall, I vlogged about this at length yesterday, or they just got to be less predictable. They got to move the puck around, but today they couldn't even get in the zone. Do you miss the Thrashers? No, I don't, Riley. Mills, do you think the second power play unit should get more playing time now? Well, at least get 40 to 45 seconds, not 20 to 30. I actually thought, why not start the second unit, let them go for 30 to 45, and then get the penalty killers tired if they can, and then put the first unit on. Maybe not. Vandro, when do you think more people other than the elderly get the COVID vaccine? Well, they laid that out today, and apparently everyone is supposed to have at least the first shot by the summer, which would be cool. Lucas, hey Clay, do you own any Thrashers merch? What do you think, Lucas? No, I don't. Tamer, glad we didn't give up another first period lead. Glad you're here. Tamer, it must be... Oh, no, I know. I know what time it is. It's 7:20 where you are. Thanks for being here, Debut Hunter. Oh, I broke my rule. I'm supposed to use your screen names in these streams and your real names in the in the members live stream. So thank you, Debut Hunter. Tanu, how do you feel about the Habs picking up Burrows for assistant coach? I think it's great for Burrows. He's a smart guy. He knows the game. He loves the game. Student of the game. I think it's great for him. Shafin, how worried were you that they're going to blow a lead again? Honestly, I wasn't that worried tonight. The Canucks just look strong. They look fresh. Maybe because of that 3-day break. No, I wasn't worried tonight. Lucas said he worked on Sedin jersey retirement night. Nice. Jaskran asked what someone else asked, which is cool. No problem. The Dragon Slayer and the farewell game. Yeah, Gmod, I've been very blessed for sure. Yeah, Gmod, I miss seeing the badge beside your name. But again, no pressure. I can tell that you guys are going to think I'm having a complex. I can tell Rob Faye's show is dying down because my numbers go up. By the way, if you haven't watched my Zoom chat with Rob Faye, do yourself a favor and do it tonight because we're going to be done early tonight. It's hilarious. It's an hour that goes by super fast. He tells the funniest stories about so many things, including meeting Hulk Hogan. And overall, he's a great guy. He's very supportive of what I'm doing here. We recognize that we're not competition for each other. Truly, he draws 10 times more people than I do, but I get it. It's fine. He's a media member, but I do think that this market's big enough for multiple content creators. And it's not like podcasting world where there are a lot of podcasts. There's fewer people doing live streams and definitely post game stuff. So once again, thanks for being here. No, I do not have a complex, even though I seem to bring it up every single night. I think it's the reality. I think it just shows that I'm aware of surroundings and who else is doing what. Jeff, do you think the Canucks should ride Demko until he loses? Yeah, as long as there's not too many back-to-backs. Like, I would play him tomorrow, and if he wins that and he feels good, then play him on Thursday against Toronto. But then you might want to get Holtby in, because that was already Demko's third straight game, so you might want to get Holtby in soon. But yeah, Jeff, why not? Why not until he gets, as long as we don't make them too tired or get them hurt. Yes, Petter Hughes are coming up to a year now. Crazy. Lucas, do your kids play NHL on PlayStation or Xbox? Yes, they play. Sean only, my eldest, and you can tell whenever we do our live streams. By the way, should we do another NHL live stream, or do you guys enjoy seeing me getting smoked? Only Sean plays a little bit on the PS4. Lucas, we don't have the PS5. We're not that rich. I mean, we're not rich. Sinoda, thanks for your support as always. Coach Rob, a year ago today, the last time the WHL played. Victoria Royal is very good. Demko, Schmidt, and Lowry. Lowry, how can you give a star to a team that didn't even score a goal? What? Crazy. Thoughts on McHugh and Russell? Glad that they got more than 10 minutes tonight. They got 10 minutes each. Thought they were fine as a fourth line. They showed some hustle, and they did what they were supposed to do. Is they didn't get scored on yet, and they brought some energy. I thought they were great tonight. Debut Hunter, the OG member crew. Liam, sorry if you have covered it. No problem. Thoughts on Hoglander's attempt? I thought it was a good attempt. He didn't get all the puck, obviously, so I think he's going to get he might not score, but I think he's going to get a good shot at it before the season ends for sure. Jervy's excited about this. Good. Yeah, Professor Dogwood, maybe if you didn't watch tonight, maybe don't watch until they... I'm just kidding. I was going to say don't watch until they lose again. I would never say that. Canucks, should the first unit dump and chase on the power play? I never see them doing it. Actually, no. I actually think they have the skill. Those are 5 of the best puck handlers on the team, except for maybe Hoglander. I think they have the skill to bring the puck over. They just got to make smarter decisions. Riley, how come I don't miss the Thrashers? Because I was never attached to them. Professor Dogwood, I won't read that out, but that was pretty funny. Chong, her first name starts with a P. Dang it, so it's not you. Okay. There's another guy with last name Chong who follows me on Twitter. Fangirl, why did Atlanta relocate to Winnipeg? It wasn't working in Atlanta. Harsunder, I love every time Harsunder writes something out there. If my sources are indeed correct regarding this deal, what are your thoughts on Virtanen and Harlock for Heinen and Derek Grant? Excuse me, I know nothing about Derek Grant, to be honest with you. He's a defenseman, right? Big defenseman, I think. But I like Heinen. I've liked him a lot ever since Boston days. Harlock's only here for a year. So and then I know Heinen's still going to be an RFA, not a UFA. I'd make that trade. I would. Change the scenery. Gmod, no problem. I'm just bugging you, man. Jasker, when do you think Zdeno Chara will retire? Maybe after the season. Is his contract a one-year contract? If it's 1 year, then maybe after this year. I don't even know how Chara's doing this year, what his stats are like. Yeah, explanation of Fangirl about Atlanta struggling. Thank you. What's your opinion? Botch guy, hey bud. Did you get on Rob Fay's show tonight? I know you had a run of 2 consecutive nights last week. Botch guy, your question to me is what's your opinion on sushi cones, not sushi rolls? I like the cone. Easy. You pick it up kind of like this, and then the rice doesn't fall out because it's there's the cone shape at the bottom as long as you don't bite a hole in the bottom of the cone. I like both, but I'll take a cone over a roll any day. Welcome, by the way. Dominic, hey Clay, I couldn't watch the game, but I saw we won. Yeah, it was a great team win. It was outstanding. Almost 6K. Congrats. Thanks, Chris. You guys know I just fell a tiny bit short. You might have seen that I've changed my numbers on my goals. I wanted to get to 6K by yesterday, but it's okay. I'll get there in the next couple of days. And I wanted to get to 30 members by yesterday. Almost there. Had 27, down to 26. That person has outed himself, but he says he's going to join again, which he doesn't have to. I'm just bugging you, Gmod. But then, yeah, I'm going to try and get that to 35 by the end of the month. So those are my 2 new goals, but thank you. Oh, Chris is trying to upgrade membership on his phone. Oh, Chris, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Get to a laptop, I guess, or a desktop, but no rush on that. I appreciate that very much. You guys are awesome. Lucas, PS5. Yeah, because you have money. I don't. I work for the church. You guys want the NHL live stream? I was thoroughly embarrassed. Do you guys want a live stream or do you want a house tour? By the way, if I do a house tour, I'd have to go back to my old system because I'm all wired now, right? My camera's wired. My internet's wired. It hasn't crapped out of me yet tonight, thank God. But if I go do the house tour, I'd have to do kind of an impromptu one off my phone, obviously, but that could happen. I'll do a house tour once COVID is lifted, once restrictions ease. That's what I'll do. That's my promise to you. House tour when restrictions are eased up. Then you can pretend you're here at my house with me. Wouldn't it be fun if we had a Clay's Canucks commentary live post game, like with all you guys in my house? I don't know if we'd fit, but I think that'd be pretty cool. We certainly couldn't fit with distancing, but once we're allowed to, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a live post game show at my place. Actually, I'm working on a sponsor potentially where I could actually do it once in a while off site, but I'll get to that later. If everything lines up, it'll be soon. Okay, back to normal. Clay, they're 1 for 2 on the PV. Yeah, reaction. I know, and that was the second. Thank you. That was the second power play unit that scored, but I thought the first power play unit did not look that dangerous. NHL live stream. Yeah, you guys know that I suck. Arjun 3 points out. Jeff, the Rob Fay Zoom chat is a lot of fun. Great interview, Clay. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, it was. I'm so grateful, and I actually tweeted about today. I'm so grateful with all the people that I've been blessed to get on my Zoom chat, but Rob was a lot of fun. Was a lot of fun. I was giggling the whole time. Still very long road ahead. Yes. Hey Clay. So is the Heinen Vertan trade unlikely? Noah, it sounds like it is 1 for 1 unlikely, but they could still circle back to it. And as Harsinder mentioned, who has some inside sources, that it's likely going to be more of a 2 for 2 trade as opposed to a 1 for 1. Shafin, who rejected your Zoom interview? How do you say no to Clay? Shafin, thank you. Shafin, friends with me on Twitter. He saw my tweet where I listed the 30 people. Okay, you guys, let me brag for a second. Because you guys put up with my bragging all the time. I don't brag that much, do I? Don't we just talk about humility? So this is my tweet. You can see it right here. Oh, by the way, I tested holding my phone up to the live stream with my members yesterday, and I think it works, or maybe it's too white. Oh, there. Whoops. Okay, anyways, my tweet said, Duther, Drager, Fay, Walker, McIntyre, Dango, Faber, Quads, Dial, Fisher, Hirsch, Murph, Dollywell, Sakaris, Hergot, Sat, Rinto, Williams, Drance, Murdoch, Patterson, and Batch. Also Marie, my brother Jason, my cousin Dusty, Dave, Lego Rocks, Vanessa, and Jens, my season ticket holder. Who should I invite next? So that's what I tweeted out. So 30 awesome guests. Then I said I've been incredibly blessed that all these amazing people have taken time to chat with me for my YouTube channel, but I've had a few rejections too. Okay, so Elliot Friedman has not returned any of my messages. I would love to get Elliot Friedman on and balance out the Sportsnet TSN thing. So he's one. And Pierre Lebrun, I sent an email to, didn't hear anything back. And then I think Kate Bernice, also of TSN. So, but I'm not upset. Maybe the email didn't get to them, or maybe they have better things to do. But I am happy with and blessed with the people that I have been able to get on to the show. Thanks for asking, Shafin. Thanks for your support too. So some people have said no to me. Grant is a forward. Thank you. See, I should know more. It is a year. Atlanta had 2 shots with the Flames and Thrashers. Oh, good point. 1 year for Chara. Thank you. Thoughts on buying PS5s just to scalp them for over $1,000? Fangirl, doesn't surprise me. We've seen this since the start of time. If that's what people want to do on their good conscience, that's what they're going to do. And you guys know me. I'm not one to judge. Bunch guy. I can't be friends with anybody who likes sushi cones. I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna have to. I'll retract that answer. I hate sushi cones. They suck. I don't know why anyone eats that. Cones should be reserved for ice cream and for traffic. How's that? Is that better? I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, sorry, Clay. That vaccine joke had one of the 7 words you can't say on the radio, though context is key. You can. Yes, I know. Yes. Thank you, Dogwood. No need to apologize. You are very clever. But I will not swear or say perverted stuff in here, just like I won't say the word TANK. By the way, no one has even said that tonight because the Canucks won. Hey, Clay, you have any sushi restaurant recommendations? Absolutely. Where do you live, Petter Hughes? I know in Richmond, Matsuyama is my go-to place. Gami is good as well. In Vancouver, I go to Sushi Mura a lot. Then there's Kobe downtown, not really a sushi place. And there's a lot of really expensive places that I don't go to as well. Derek Grant is a center. Thank you. Appreciate that, Harsinder. Brandon Sutter type of player, but making Mount Everest size stack of bills. I did not know that. Okay. Some votes for the house tour with a camera and edit. You talking over it. Oh, okay. Okay, so what I hear, Chris, is you'd rather like a post edit produced video as opposed to live stream. That's fair too. By the way, did you guys see my WWTT? What were they thinking about Jordan Binnington? No, I'm not John Boy. I'm not trying to be John Boy. John Boy is hilarious, but I like to do my own style. But let me know if you saw the WWTT of Jordan Binnington. Lucas, I don't live that far from Richmond. Okay, we're gonna hook that up. Meet up at a restaurant. Indeed. Char is doing well. 6 points. Okay. 9th on the Canucks. Live stream, are you watching the game with your kids and wife? Chris, you make a good point, and I've said this, and this is with all due respect to the vloggers out there who actually live stream games. Now, what they do is they don't show the screen because you can't because of copyright, but they do their own commentary and they interact. And maybe I should do this because when they do it, like I'm thinking of guys like Hot Take Hockey, John, they pull massive numbers, thousands of people, because they keep their stream on for a game, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, sometimes 2 games back to back, and good on them for interacting the whole time. Here's my philosophy, and maybe I'm being too much of a wimp. I'm going to be real. I think that's going to wreck my viewing experience, and I think it's going to wreck your viewing experience. Now, granted, you can do anything you want. You can have your TV on mute, or even with sound on, do whatever, and you can be watching me, listening to me, but then I'll be a few seconds behind. But I know that I will be trying too hard to be funny or to fill space or to answer all the questions, and it's actually going to wreck my viewing experience from a standpoint. Then I won't be able to do a proper post-game live stream, and I don't think I'll be able to do a proper post-game recap, and I probably won't be able to do a proper vlog tomorrow. So maybe that's a little selfish, or maybe my family, I haven't run it by them because I just don't think it's feasible for me. I don't know if my family would want me to basically have to be on for those 3 hours. But Chris, I will take it under advisement because there are a lot of creative things that we can certainly do with this channel. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that thought. I know some of you guys have been very nice and say, yeah, you'd actually watch a live stream of me watching the game, but I don't know. I just think you get pretty tired of me pretty quickly. Like, you can last with me for 45 minutes on a night like tonight. I don't know if you could do 2.5 hours. Michael, how about we do an NHL 21 tournament with subs or members? Michael, let's talk about that. I know Lucas would be like a prime mover behind that, supporting the Canucks Autism Network maybe. So yeah, let's talk about that. But I wouldn't organize it though. I'd leave it for you guys to organize, just like Arsenal and Dexter did a great job of organizing Fantasy Pool. You can put my name on it. I would support it. I'd play and I'd be eliminated basically as fast as humanly possible. But let's think about that. Riley, Clay, do you have a favorite tree? No, I don't. Oh, maybe a sakura tree because it's Japanese. Jim Benning wants me to look out the window now. You're standing out there menacingly. No windows in this room, though. No windows in this room. That's a storage thing, but not a window. Rob, we could come from the island, do a meetup down the road. That sounds good, Coach Rob. We can talk about that in our chat. Oh no, I got confused, Rob. I thought you're Hall of Fame member. Yes, we can figure that out. Luca, do we want to trade for Tannen? Is he that bad? I don't think so. I like this player. Also, what games do you play? I'm just tuning in now. I may miss something. I'm a PS4 player. What do you play? No problem, Luca. I think for Tannen, we've had him for 5 or 6 years now. I think he is what he is, and we could move him. And no, I don't play any video games. My son plays a few games on PS4, but even he's not. We're not a big gaming family. Play more Jackbox games as opposed to PS4 games. Jogpaw likes the way the Canucks protected their lead. Do you think Vertanen could be a 30-goal scorer? No, Jigs, I don't. Ever consider retired Nucks on the Zoom chat? Luongo, Gmod, yes. Actually, here's a thought. No, I'm going to save this for the very end. So in 7 or 8 minutes, I'll go questions only, non-Canucks, and then I'll ask one question at the very end. No, maybe I'll do that question before I do questions, non-hockey questions. So I'm going to come back to that. Real quick. And by the way, Gmon, I did ask Luongo, actually. I asked Luongo because I DM'd him. We don't DM a lot, but you guys know the story. When I did that End of the Road Boys to Men song with Marie, when he got traded, he reached out to me via DM and said, thanks for the song. That was very classy, which is really cool. Not just because of that. Luongo is my favorite all-time Canucks player. Wish he would have won here. But I did ask him to come on a Zoom chat once, and he said no. He was very gracious about it, but I think if he says yes to me, why wouldn't he say yes to every other person he asked. Well, I know why, because no one else is Canuck Clay. So maybe I'll go back to him. Low battery indeed. What about the hockey guy? Maybe interview him. Yeah, Coach Rob, a couple people suggested that. I don't watch his stuff. I have a big respect for Shannon. He seems like a really good person, and he's doing really well with his channel. But admittedly, he hasn't come to the top of my list. But if enough people want to see that, sure. I got suggestions like Patrick Johnson, the Stanchion, Wine Art, and others. So, yeah, I'm open to suggestions. Yes, Kate Burness. I would love for Kate. Maybe I should send Kate an email now. I can tell her that I've interviewed Dreger and Duthie, so I want her. She'd be great. Lucas got lucky on Twitter. Not sure what that means. What did you give up for Lent, if applicable? Drinking less pop for sure, and praying more. But really, it was drinking less pop and trying to pray more. The pauser, yeah. I don't know if he'd be great on my Zoom chat. That's funny. It would be the longest. It would be twice as long as everyone else's video for sure. Botch guy, if it makes you feel any better, I also got rejected by Elliot and LeBron. Okay, so at least I'm in good company. Thank you for that. Oh, notifications on Twitter. That's how I got PS5. That's awesome. Ice cream and traffic. Yes, I thought that was a pretty good one. I'm proud of myself. Now that Hoglander has scored, will he stop? I hope not. I thought that was a good goal. If we traded Hoglander, who do you think we'll get in return for him? I think we'd want another low first-round pick or high second-round pick for sure, or a roster player. But I don't want to think about that tie-up. It's a fair question, but it's so hard to say. Yeah, Lucas, Boston Pizza on 3 Road is closed. If we make the playoffs, will we make it past the first round against Habs or Leafs? I don't think it'll be the Habs or Leafs. I think it'll be either Toronto, Edmonton, or Winnipeg. I don't like our chances against Toronto, but maybe Edmonton or Winnipeg we have a chance. Matt, no way, not saying the word. Yeah, check out Peter Hughes. Check out Matsuyama. It's really good. Good quality, good prices. Thanks for watching the Biddington video, Gmod. Some of my workers in Richmond. Very good, Lucas. Jim Benning. No, I like the nickname of Clay-Doh. I love it. You can use it all you want. But remember, I read questions, not mostly I don't read comments unless they're affirming me. No, I read questions. Reaction Club, do you think I should go to Autogrove every time the Nucks have a game? Because every time I go to Autogrove, the day of a game, they win. Reaction Club, you do whatever you need to do. But in all seriousness, I don't believe in superstition. I don't believe in jinxing shutouts. I don't believe in any of that stuff. But you do whatever you think makes sense. Although you're talking about the same guy who, if the Canucks were going to... Do you remember last week when I wore that green sushi shirt? This is how I roll. I was going to wear that every time until they lost, but they ended up losing that game. Nahal Clay, what do you think of Vertanen tonight? I thought he was okay. But zeros right across the stat line. 1 block, 1 giveaway, 1 takeaway, 14 minutes. I thought he was okay. He wasn't bad. No Canucks were bad, but I thought he was okay. Okay, I better speed up a bit. So, and then at the 45-minute mark, I will stop. Okay, let me just see. Jacob, we're choosing the same sentence. Solid, hilarious. Thanks, Rome, for that. I appreciate that. Just going through questions. Clay, you're from Richmond. Harsinder, sweet. I'm from Richmond too, but closer downtown. Nice. Yeah, Harsinder, born and raised here. Went to Burnett when it was junior high. Richmond High, and now I live in Steveston. Ajo, you should go on the C4 podcast. Thanks. I've been there. That's good that you listen. I like supporting them. They're good people. Being there on there twice in the past few years. Did you ever play Pac-Man? I did, Riley. Rob Fay mentioned that Rogers will be using the TV broadcast. What are your thoughts if that was happening for Canucks games for the radio broadcast? Yeah, no, I hope that doesn't happen. You know, I like Batch and Corey Hirsch, but I do like Shorty, and I think Shorty and Garrett are a stronger team. But yeah, it's just another sign of saving money. I don't think we need it. I think there are a lot of good people here in Vancouver. Long goes the man. Would you ever Zoom with the WWE wrestler? Yeah, Riley, for sure. Anybody buy the jersey mystery box from Cool Hockey? Good question. Can you interview Elias? Thoughts? I think it's going to be hard to get a current Canucks player. Do you think Canucks would have more points if they played in another division? No, not the way they've been playing. Despite how bad we are, I don't think the North Division is that strong. When is your friend from church singing again? Is that Marie? Yeah, Shannon, I'm not sure. She's done 3 games now this season already. And I got to go to one of them, as you guys know. Nahal says, what'd you think of her 10? I thought it was okay. Can I join you on Zoom only if you want to? Could I join you on Zoom only if you want to? Fangirl, let's talk. Message me independently of this so I can understand what you're asking. Let's find time this week and cut a video together. Let's do it, Clay. I'm finally free. Okay, Botch, you know how to find me. Message me and let's make it work. I have to do it between on Canucks nights. I do my stuff, and then on non-Canucks nights I study. But I think we can make it work for sure. Fire Jim or Green? Definitely not Green. Maybe Jim. Insert affirmation. All right. I think we want to stop wearing the reverse retro. Clay, do you think that Undertaker is the Wayne Gretzky of WWE? No. Yeah, he's one of the best. I'm not sure if he is the best. No other penalty. Canucks do the same. How was your day, Clay? Today it was great, Michael. Thank you for asking. Sorry, guys. Now you guys know I'm getting near the end because I'm starting to slur and I'm starting to I'm starting to just skip stuff. Do you ever tan? Because seriously, it's a nice thing to do when we finally get warmer, right? In the summer, do you ever have a tan? Yes, I'm naturally a bit darker, but yes, I can get a tan. Arso, hey, yes, all those things. Thoughts on that line. I thought Hoglander, Sutter, and Gaudette were noticeable, and yeah, Sutter and Gaudette had points tonight. So obviously, that was good. Ever eat LA chicken? No, I don't. Thoughts on the Seahawks? I like them. I hope they don't trade Wilson. All right. Okay, good. I caught up. Okay, so this is what we do. I made you say. Wait, what did he say? Oh, tan cause. Very good. Very good. Okay, so here we go. Before you get to non-Canucks questions, what was I going to ask you guys now? Oh shucks, what was I going to ask you? It was something that I was really wanting your opinion on. And I said, hold on tight. And then now I forgot. This is embarrassing. You guys, do you guys remember what I was talking about? And I said, I'll come back to it. I'm losing it. See, the Canucks win and I go crazy. I can't even think of things. Do you guys remember what I was talking about? Botch Guy, thank you for the donation. That is awesome. Oh, thank you. Botch Guy, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. About retired Canucks. Okay, very, very good. Okay. So I'll ask, get ready. You'll see a funny thing flash across the screen. There we go. Okay. I'll ask this question and then I'll go back to you guys. For the Zoom chats, I rattled off, of the 30 I've done, 24 of them have been with media people. Local or national, but mostly local, from either broadcasters, Sportsnet 660, TSN 1040 generally, and some podcasters. Then I done 5 or 6 with family members, my brother Jason, my cousin Dusty, who I've talked about before, with my friend Marie, the anthem singer, Lego Rocks, another YouTuber, as you guys know, Vanessa Jang of the broadcast, Jens, my season ticket friend, and then Dave Nordham, who is battling cancer. So 2/3 of them so far have been, more than 2/3 have been with media. 1/3 has been kind of with friends or other YouTubers, whatever. So this is what I'd like to know. I'm going to go back with my 1, 2, 3, 4 scenario. And before I read them out, basically I'm going to ask you which Zoom chats you find the most interesting. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to give you 4 options. And we're going to take out ex-retired players out for now because I haven't really gone that way. So would you like to have me continue to put a number 1 if you prefer those with media members, people that are, I'll just say it, more popular than I am, like people that are in radio, on TV, whatever it may be. So do you put a 1 if you like those kind of Zoom chats the best? Put a 2 if you want me to do more kind of other vloggers and other podcasters. So kind of content creators that maybe aren't as famous as the Dragers and the Duthys and the Brendan Batchers and the Jeff Patterson. So put a 2 if you want to see more of those kind of chats. Or put a 3 if you want to see me have chats with normal, typical, average fans. And that's not an insult. That's how I would categorize them, as average fans. And I don't think you're insulting anyone if you don't choose them. But maybe those wouldn't go for 30 or 45 minutes. Those would be quicker 20-minute ones. So that's what I'd like to know. I would love to know, truly, if you had to choose one, and maybe I'm going to consider all three, would you like, number one, to continue for me to seek out media members, maybe even from other markets, but simply like well-known media members? Number two, would you like me to seek out fellow content creators, i.e. podcasters and vloggers that are local or even across the country, but really people quote more on my level, whatever that is. Some are going to have way more subscribers, some are going to fewer. Or number three, would you like to see more of I'll just say it, with people that aren't content creators, aren't media players, media people, but rather fans, everyday fans. So put it a 1, 2, or 3. I would love to know what kind of numbers I see out there. Of course, a bunch of you are putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adelina, I actually got Steve Dangle. That was actually my most viewed Zoom chat, was with the Steve Dangle one, followed by the Ian McIntyre one, actually. So yeah, Steve Dangle was good. He's very busy though. I don't think he'll just do like a one-off. It has to be a special occasion. We actually did on New Year's Eve. That was funny. So I see some 2s and 3s. Some people offering all the above, 2s, 3s. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of people that are offering to come on with me, which is great. 2 and 3. Not a big fan of the media. 2 and 3. Okay, wow. So Coach Rob, and then some ones. Okay, so I see a few then. I see a few. Actually, I see all. Some people like the big media members, and when I do those, I don't just ask them Canucks questions. I like to get to know them a little bit. I see a lot of 2s, i.e. other podcasters or other vloggers, and I see some 3s as well, meaning, and some of you are offering. Okay, so I definitely think that there's not going to be a shortage of potential, but I'm going to have to map this out properly, given that I'm getting a bit more busy with the channel now, with the WWTTs, with the live streams, and with with my own extra stuff that I'm doing as well. Okay, that's really, really good. Yeah, ParkersPucks would be good, and I want to continue to help support him in this channel. Yeah, and then the other thing I could do is, especially for the third category or even the second category, right? If I'm doing a podcast, I could bring on everyone from a podcast on, like 2 or 3 or 4 people. Same with I could bunch a couple of the fans together or YouTube subscribers. So we'll see. And for me, it's not about, I'm not going to get enough views or whatever. No, I don't care about the views. I just want to make sure that it's good content, that it's interesting content. So if you guys, those of you that are offered, if you can guarantee me that you don't have to be entertaining and make everyone laugh, but if you're going to be good conversationalists, then we will go from there. No, Harsinder, what did Schmidt just say? I want to know what Schmidt just said. And then, okay, last 3 minutes. Let's go. Type in your questions now. Thank you for all your suggestions, by the way. Last 3 minutes. Let's go non-Canucks, non-hockey questions. And then, Dexter, you would be hilarious. You would be hilarious for sure. Okay. Non-Canucks, non-hockey questions for 3 minutes, and then we're done. Favorite Nintendo game? Ooh, that's good. I liked, Nintendo. Probably, does Mario Kart count? Yeah, that's a Nintendo thing, right? Mario Kart. Let's go with that. Tom Hanks and Sylvester Stallone have attended a Canucks game back in '94. Did not know that. Riley Clay, do you have a favorite fruit? Yeah, I like berries. I like eating berries. Strawberries, raspberries. Favorite theme park? Disney World. No. Yeah, Disney World in Florida. Not Epcot, not Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom. No, I'm switching back. I actually like California Land in Disneyland. If you had a pet fish, what do you keep them? What do you mean? What do you keep them? I'd keep it and not eat it, if that's what you're asking. Sonny, Clay, is it just me or does Horvat look like a better player on the ice, but Patrice always beat him in points? Horvat's a complete player, but he tries really hard, for sure. I've tried to block those memories out. That's very good, Harsender. DC or Marvel? I'll go Marvel, even though I don't watch WandaVision. Do you ever go to a Grizzlies game? Yes, I had a jam pack, so I would go LA Women's Hoops. Yes, that's awesome name. Yes, I would go to 10 or 12 Grizzlies games a year because I had a jam pack. Favorite fast food restaurant? Sad to say, it's McDonald's. What high school you go to? I went to Richmond High. I did Burnett, then Richmond High. Burnett, out of there in 90. Richmond High, out of there in 92. How long do you think you'd be last living in a cabin on your own, disconnected from people? If I have to cook for myself, like a hunt, probably like, how long can you last by just drinking water? 3 or 4 days? I wouldn't last very long. I could do the isolation part, but I don't know if I could do the hunt on my own and get food part. Unless the cabin's fully stocked, then I think I'd be okay, truly. Favorite season? Summer. That's when I was born. Clay, what is your favorite drink? Pepsi. Favorite part of downtown Vancouver besides Rogers Arena? Great question. I actually like I like the waterfront area, not Gastown, but the true waterfront area, Pan Pacific around there. Are you a fan of the Raptors? Since you know we lost the Grizzlies, not a massive fan, but a fan enough. I got to go to the championship parade last June. You guys may have seen that vlog. Do you have to bargain with your wife to be able to do this YouTube stuff? Shafeen, great question, and I like answering those type of questions. No, she's very understanding. She's let me be a season ticket holder for the past 10 years. She knows I enjoy this. She knows I'm good at it. She knows it's a passion of mine, and it doesn't hurt when my YouTube videos bring in a bit of ad money, and when I launch the memberships, it helps justify a little. I've explained that before. I don't do this for the money, but the little bit of money that does come in, it helps justify the time that I spend away from the family. So I hope that is a fair answer. No, I don't have to bargain though. Canucks for the Cup, I'd have to look it up. Rob Talks Hockey, I like Rob Talks Hockey a lot. What did you keep the fish in? Aquarium. Do you like the cats? No, I like dogs more than the cats. Immediately Shannon. If you could hang out with any current Canucks player, who would it be? Nate Schmidt, I think would be a lot of fun. Tips to become a better public speaker. Sheldon, practice. Be genuine. Know your material. Eye contact. Limit enough pacing, but some pacing, but not too much. Visuals. There's 5 or 6 tips. But Sheldon, I'd be happy to talk to you outside of that. I don't know if I think I'm a good public speaker, although I stutter and stutter a lot for sure. Preferred brand to make Hondas. I like Odyssey. We have an Odyssey and a Civic, so we're a Honda family. Bobby Lashley, he's doing well. Not the best personality, but he's doing well. Do you like eating at White Spot? I do. Monty Mushroom. Visitor in town, what is the best tourist spot? Take them. I'll take them to Steveston because I live close to Steveston. Take them to the wharf, and then I'll take them downtown, maybe to Granville Island. What do I like about Vancouver? I love the mix of people and the beautiful scenery. What don't you like about people? Gets crowded at times, maybe. And I think there's some entitled people here, but I think you get that anywhere. Ever go to a Lions game? Yeah, I used to be not season ticket holder. I go to 2 or 3 games a year. Favorite kind of cake? Pretty boring, just chocolate cake. Favorite Stanley Cup run for Van? 2011, only because I was at all the games. What made you start watching hockey? Ever since I've grown up. More WWTT. Joe, I'm going to do it once a week. Otherwise, people get sick of it. Thanks for a great stream. How long have you been a Canucks fan? All my life, 46 years. Did you watch the 82 Cup run? Yes, but I was only 8 years old. Very good, Harsinder. But I did watch it, yes. What would be your goal song? Bust a Move by Young MC. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, maybe not. I don't think that'll get the crowd going. Favorite celebrity? Well, I do like Denzel Washington as an actor. What's your favorite sport to play and how skilled are you? Volleyball, and I'd say I'm above average. Not way above average, but if you say average, if someone can bump and set and maybe get the ball over. No, I can spike, I can block, I can dive. Volleyball, I'm not amazing, but that's the sport I'm the most skilled at. And bowling, second, but I'm not that very good at it, but I love it. All right. Drew, fellow Steveston boy here. Nice. Any favorite hockey documentaries? No, I actually don't watch a lot of documentaries, unfortunately. I'll have to be honest with you. But that's cool that you're a fellow. Thank you for watching from New Zealand, firstly. And that's cool that you're from Steveston. Best ice cream, I go to Mary's. Thoughts on Chelsea Dagger? Sick of it. Clay, would you drive a monster truck? Yeah, because then I could be an Asian driver and not make any excuses for it. Do you hate anyone or anything? Yeah, I have some dislikes. I don't like people. I don't like people who aren't accountable for the mistakes. I don't like dishonest people. There you go. Okay, that's good. Well, we're at an hour. So thanks, everyone. We didn't hit our 100-person mark, but that's okay. I find that when these streams are earlier, like 8 or 9, even though it's good for East Coast people, I find that the streams are more populated, win or lose, when it's more like 9:30 or 10, but that's fine. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. Botch Guy, thank you for your generous donation. Thank you for any new subscribers on here, and I really appreciate all of you being here. So this is the part where you can type whatever you want, keep it clean, but I do read every single comment, just not on the air. So Canucks win 4-0. We do it all again tomorrow night. So I will be here at 8 p.m. tomorrow night once again. So I hope that you join me tomorrow night. And by the way, if you guys watch my channel on a daily basis, you know that a lot of what you say in here will actually will give me content for my vlog the very next day. I don't have to do a complete post-game vlog anymore because I've expanded my post-game video, as you know, from 2 minutes to 8 minutes. But a lot of the talking points usually come from here, and I'm so glad that today was a positive chat because the Canucks won. So once again, thanks for being here. I do not take you for granted, and I appreciate that you are loyal to me. While you're here, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, like this video before you go, and consider becoming a member if you'd like to become a member. Hall of Fame members, I'll reach out to you over the next couple of days to set up a time to chat. And otherwise, you guys know the drill. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your night. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah!